Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everyone is safe and fine. I am also doing great. Today I am here to give a clarification regarding CA final financial reporting paper which will be applicable for May 22 or onward exam. There are many students who will be writing their exam for May 22 or onward exam, but they have already taken classes before November 2021. Now we all know that institute has revised their study material for May 2022 exam. Therefore, there are a lot of doubt among students whether they have taken classes from me or from other faculty. That is not at all relevant. But there is a doubt among students is of which book we should prefer and which book we should not prefer. So to remove all those doubts, today's discussion, today clarification, whatever I am giving, that is very important. Correct? Now, first clarification is regarding amendment. So what are the amendment which will be applicable for May 22 or onward exam? So there is nothing to worry. There are only two major amendment which will be applicable for May 2022 exam, and the good point is that this amendment will not affect other chapter. Means whatever amendment is there, this amendment will not affect the chapters like consolidation, business combination, share based payment, etc., etc., etc. So there are only two amendment, and that is also very simple amendment. You can do that amendment provided the notes you have. So already notes I'll be giving in the link of the description of this video. You can download the PDF of the amendment from there. You can read by their own and you will be able to understand. So what are the amendment? The first amendment is regarding there was one chapter framework for the preparation and presentation of financial statement under Ind accounting standard. That chapter is totally revised and now that chapter will be known as conceptual framework for financial reporting under Ind AS. This chapter is totally revised. This chapter will be now lengthy as compared to the previous chapter. Understood? But this is basic framework means if you read by your own you will be able to understand. But don't worry, we'll come out with some amendment video. If you are not able to do it by your own, you can listen that video. But what I want to say, this is very basic framework which you can understand by your own, and this amendment will not affect other chapter. Correct? The first amendment you understood, this chapter is totally revised. Second amendment is related to division 2 of schedule 3 of companies act, which will be of course applicable for our exam. But this amendment, whatever is there, there is some amendment in the format. I'll just give one example. There is one amendment in the format. Previously, after borrowing, we used to write down trade payable under the head financial liability, both under current liability and non-current liability. But now, with this amendment in division 2, after borrowing, there will be lease liability. You can see after borrowing, there is lease liability. Understood? Correct. So, only one amendment in the format. There are some disclosure requirement amendment also. There are few amendment there also. But once again, this amendment will not affect other chapter. This amendment will be relevant to for one chapter, that was analysis of financial statement. In that chapter, institute may give you some balance sheet with some balance sheet with some misstatement. Correct now, omission or some error. That error need to be corrected. That error need to be corrected with this amendment in the division 2 of schedule 3 of companies act. Understood? So this, what I want to say, this amendment is also very simple. Of course, you can go through that and you'll be able to understand what are the disclosure requirements. But don't worry, if you don't want to do my role, we'll come out with some amendment video regarding this. Understood? But what I want to say, don't panic. This amendment will not affect other chapters. Understood? Means already if you have taken the classes, you can continue with the revision. Leave right now, don't worry about this amendment you can do separately after completion of the revision. Understood? Yes sir, got it. Now the second clarification regarding my India Saransh book means if you are my student or if you are following my book, so you all know that I have launched recently India Saransh third edition. Means previously if you have taken classes from me or if you have purchased book from my website etc., then you have purchased India's Saransh third second edition. So now we have launched India's Saransh third edition because of this amendment only. Because of this amendment means, can I say in that India's Saransh third edition, these amendment are incorporated. So can I say if you do this amendment by your own, by taking a separate PDF, that India's Saransh third edition is not relevant for you. Means that is, if you do this amendment separately, then can I say with India Saransh second edition, if you go through this PDF, automatically can I say it will be covered. So what I want to say that if you have already purchased my India Saran edition, you are not supposed to purchase India Saran third edition. Yes, but there are some few points which I have added in India Saran third edition which were not incorporated in the second edition. Means that was actually not an amendment. Means there were some concepts which were not given in the second edition, now given in the third edition. But this whatever points which I have additionally added in third edition were already covered in the class. We are already covered in the class. So there are some changes made in third edition, but this whatever changes has been done in the third edition, that is actually covered in the class. So if you have taken classes from me, there is nothing to worry. Already all the points which has been added in third edition, which were not in the second edition, were covered in the class. But I will provide this PDF. If you want to go through this added point separately, you can go through that, but it will be already means it was already covered in your class. Understood? So second clarification is also over about my India Saran third edition. The third edition is about that we have also launched the question bank seventh edition. Means you have if you have taken classes from me, or if you have purchased the question bank previously from my website, so you have purchased either sixth edition or previous edition. Correct now. So every time we amend our question bank with the new question given in the study material or RTP or MTP or examination question. Can I say whatever I am saying? Just try to understand whatever I am saying. So this amendment means what I am saying. There was some third edition. Now about the seventh edition of question bank, the seventh edition of question is fully updated, up fully updated with the revised ICAI study material, which will be applicable for May 2022 exam, and RTP MTP up to November 2021 exam, and examination up to July 2021 exam. Correct now. Means can I say if you can do this additional question separately, means additional question which has been given in the revised study material, RTP MTP November 2021 and July 2021 exam separately. There is no need to buy this question bank separately, and I will provide this additional PDF to you. Means already it has been created. You can download all these additional PDF from the link provided in the description of this video. I hope you are understanding my emotions. Correct? Yes, sir. So what I am saying, you can see these are the additional question of RTP November, MTP November 2021, RTP November 2021, and exam July 2021, which has been incorporated in my seventh edition of question bank. And you can see these are the additional questions which has been given in May 2022 study material. And you can see there are many questions added, but out of that questions, most of the questions were covered in the previous RTP. Means if you have done previous RTP, then these newly added questions are not at all relevant. There are only 8 newly added questions which you are supposed to do. That is given in this PDF. You can go through this PDF. It means you are not supposed to purchase any additional book from institute or from any other faculty if you can update your book with this PDF. Understood? Yes, sir. I hope you're understanding. So I'll be providing this 5 PDF in the link given in the description of this video. You can download from the link, and if you can do this separate, means this separate PDF, means whatever PDF I am providing, if you can do separately, then you'll be automatically updated for May 2022 exam. So there is no need to panic. Once again I will say there is no much amendment. Only 2 amendments are there which will not affect other chapters. So you can do that amendment separately. However, don't worry, we'll come out with amendment video. I hope whatever I have said you have understood. Thank you very much. We'll meet once again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day. Bye bye.